China slams U.S. warships operation in South China Sea. 2 U.S. warships sailed near islands claimed by China in the South China Sea, the U.S. military said, in a move condemned by Beijing at a time of tense relations between the world's two biggest economies. The U.S. guided missile destroyers Preble and Chunghun travel within 12 nautical miles of Gavin and Johnson Reefs in the Spratly Islands, a U.S. military spokesperson told. He added that the innocent passage was to challenge excessive maritime claims and preserve access to the waterways as governed by international law. The Chinese Navy asked the U.S. vessels to leave after they entered waters in the Spratly Islands, which Beijing calls NATO. The Chinese Foreign Ministry said the relevant actions of the U.S. warships violated China's sovereignty and undermined peace, security and good order in the relevant sea areas. Ministry spokesman Zhang Shuang said at a press briefing. The U.S. military has a long-standing position that its operations are carried out throughout the world, including in areas claimed by allies, and that they are separate from political considerations. The operation was the latest attempt to counter what Washington sees as Beijing's efforts to limit freedom of navigation in the strategic waters, where Chinese, Japanese and some Southeast Asian navies operate. China claims almost all of the strategic South China Sea and frequently lambasts the United States and its allies over naval operations near Chinese-occupied islands. Vietnam, the Philippines, Brunei, Malaysia, Indonesia and Taiwan have competing claims in the region. North Korea conducted a strike drill for multiple launchers, firing tactical guided weapons into the East Sea in a military exercise supervised by leader Kim Jong Un, the country's state media reported. The purpose of the drill was to test performance of large-caliber long-range multiple rocket launchers and tactical guided weapons by defense units, the Korean Central News Agency, KCNA, said. Giving orders for the test firing, Kim stressed the need to increase the combat ability to defend the political sovereignty and economic self-sustenance of North Korea in the face of threats and invasions, the report said. Photographs released by KCNA showed the tactical guided weapons fired could be short-range, ground-to-ground ballistic missiles, according to a military expert. The new, solid-fuel ballistic missiles were able to fly as far as 500 kilometers, putting the entire Korean peninsula within range, and were capable of neutralizing the advanced U.S. anti-missile defense system, THAAD, deployed in South Korea, the military analyst said. The South Korean Defense Ministry, however, put the range of weapons fired at between 70 kilometers to 240 kilometers. Analysts interpreted the latest weapons test as an attempt to exert pressure on Washington. Labs Electron rocket launches 3 U.S. military satellites from New Zealand. The Los Angeles-based company's low-cost Electron rocket lifted off from its seaside launch facility on New Zealand's Mahia Peninsula. It was Rocket Lab's second launch of 2019. And its 6th mission overall. The Electron rocket is designed to put payloads weighing as much as 225 kilograms in low Earth orbit for a bargain basement price of $5 million. After liftoff, the Electron's second stage separated from the first stage booster, and then released its kick stage to deploy the satellites in orbit. Rocket Lab's Launch Complex 1 has been cleared for U.S. government and military missions even though it located in a country half a world away. The company is building a second launch complex much closer to home, at the Mid-Atlantic Regional Spaceport on Virginia's Wallops Island.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you like the channel, and want to support, please support on Patreon or PayPal. The details are given below in the description.